Over the past few years, Albania has completely blown up online, mostly because of its Riviera, with some people even calling it the Maldives of Europe. It has been on my bucket list for years, so now that our journey through the Balkans has brought us here, we wanted to check it out for ourselves. We rented a scooter for the day and set off to explore some of the most popular spots along the coast. The drive was pretty smooth, and before we knew it, we arrived at our first stop, Ksamil. As soon as we got here, the first thing we noticed was just how busy it was. It definitely wasn't the quiet little paradise I pictured in my head. But as we got closer to the beach, we could see where all of the hype was coming from. The sand is white, the water crystal clear, and that turquoise colour you see all over social media really does exist. One thing I found really interesting is that much of the Albanian Riviera is naturally rocky or pebbly. Some of that picture-perfect white sand you see around Ksamil is actually brought in and replenished by businesses, helping to create that more tropical look that it's so famous for. What we didn't expect was just how much of the beach would be covered in sunbeds and umbrellas. There was barely any empty space between them, so while the beaches themselves are beautiful, it wasn't quite our idea of paradise.
So far, this place feels really incredibly touristy. It's obviously designed for business. There's a lot of... Basically, every single inch of the beaches is covered with either a restaurant, a cafe, or some sort of sunbed with umbrellas. What do you think so far?
The water looks nice when you look around and you see that there's thousands of people on it, so yeah, kind of ruins the vibe for me.
So, we decided we wanted to see a bit more of the coastline, so rather than committing to a €20 sunbed, we stopped off for an espresso martini and a panna cotta before continuing our journey. Anyway, next on our agenda was the famous Hand of Ksamil. We made our way over, only to find a huge queue of people waiting to climb onto it for a photo, which you also have to pay for. So we admired it from afar, jumped back on the scooter and decided to keep looking around the coastline. This time we headed towards Mirror Beach and Seagull Beach, which are a little further away from central Ksamil. Getting there meant driving down a very steep, very dusty road, but eventually we ended up high above the coastline with some incredible views over the water.
I'm very excited to see what the beach is like here, because this is just a little bit more secluded. I mean, I can't say it's a secret beach because look at the amount of cars. So obviously people know about this spot. The water looks nice from afar, so let's find out. Okay, this is the beach that I want to go to.
So, with the day starting to disappear, we stopped at Seagull Beach, grabbed a cocktail and decided to stay and enjoy the sun. Eventually, it was time to jump back on the scooter and head home to Sarande. For dinner, we decided to go to one of our favorite spots that we found all summer. It's called A Taste of Tradition. It's the type of place where you're greeted by the owner as soon as you walk in, and you can tell that they take care and pride in what they do. Every little detail matters, and it feels like they genuinely care about you enjoying the food and wanting to come back. As soon as you're sat down, they bring you complimentary snacks, garlicky beetroot and cheese and fresh bread. I never even used to like beetroot until I tried this one. To start, we ordered some of their house wine, which was super refreshing and fruity. It almost has a peachy taste to it. One thing I love about the Balkans is that they really love a salad, and being this close to Greece, there's also a lot of Greek influence in the food. So, of course, we ordered a Greek salad and tzatziki along with their spinach burek, which was one of the best we tried in Albania. We also got some grilled vegetables and grilled meatballs. And just when we thought we were finished, the owner brought us over a free dessert called tres leches. It's unbelievably delicious. If you ever get the chance to try it, you really should. The majority of the time we spent in Albania was in Sarande. We stayed there for around 3 weeks, so we actually got a pretty good feel for the place. It's quite an interesting mix because it still feels like a proper city where people live, but then you walk down towards the promenade and suddenly it feels much more like a holiday destination. There's one main beach in Sarande where you can bring your own umbrella and chill for free, but a lot of the other spots work similarly to Ksamil, where you pay for a sunbed for the day. The other option is to go to a beach club, so one afternoon we decided to try out a place called Lost Seaside. We got there and all of the sunbeds were already sold out, but the place looked pretty cool, so we thought we'd stay for a cocktail anyway. That didn't quite go to plan though. After about half an hour of trying to get someone's attention, we gave up.
First we came in and we said, could we have 2 sunbeds? And they were like, no, sorry, we've, there's none left, which is our bad because we love, spending half of the day faffing around and getting ready. Anyway, so then we were like, okay, well, could we stay for a coffee? And they were like, yeah, no problem, over there at the bar. So we sat for about half an hour, went up to the bar, weren't allowed to order. They said, just wait and a server will come. No one came for over half an hour, so we were like, that's fine. They don't seem that keen to have us there. So we decided to leave, and now we're just gonna go and try and find like a nice beach spot. The beaches that are, where you have to bring your own umbrella and stuff, they're quite packed. So I think we're still gonna try and find a spot with like a lounger.
And eventually ended up at a hotel called San Angelo. The sunbeds are completely free as long as you buy a drink, so we ordered a couple of cocktails which ended up being some of the best we had in Albania, and then we spent the rest of the day by the pool. It almost felt like we found a little hack. Good cocktails, good music, a pool overlooking the sea, and the whole place just felt really relaxed. And just like that, our 3 weeks in Albania came to an end. We had such a good time here. We ate some incredible food, spent our evenings by the sea, met some lovely people, and got to slow down for a few weeks and really enjoy being in one place. Albania was somewhere I'd wanted to visit for years, so I'm really glad we got to experience it for ourselves. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and for joining us on another part of our journey through the Balkans. Next stop is North Macedonia.